Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to give you my video on how to solve I'm Just Wild About Harry by Harry Seiders, the last round of the Road to Las Vegas. I'm still experimenting with format here, but I think my plan is I'm going to give you a mix of my live solve and a little bit of after the fact commentary. So specifically for this round, I'm going to show you my live solve of the easy levels because that's kind of fine. And then I'm going to spend a few minutes explaining how I did the hard level, and then if you want the full blow by blow, you can watch the 20 minutes or so of me struggling with that, or you're welcome to skip it. I will say I am maybe seventh in line to get a video out on this case, so Hayden Wiseman is always quick off the bat. He's got one. Bo Ridabon has a very nice solve, including some kind of pure like non-circular reference formula-based approach to the hard level. I think he's the only one who's done it that way that I've seen. Julian Poeltl has been extremely prolific. He's done a video on the easy levels, a video on the hard level, and then a video each on the XL Collegiate Challenge varsity and junior varsity cases. Then the MECC themselves have done walkthrough. I think Chris McNeil did a walkthrough on the varsity case, and Amber Johnson did a walkthrough on the junior varsity case. Lorenzo Foti did his solve and also did a panel discussion where they assembled the three Harrys that the case is named after: Harry Seiders, Harry Gross, and Harry Watson, who are also coincidentally the first three authors of the season. Super fun discussion. And then Ben Gutcher did a walkthrough as well. Just before I dive into the solve, one other thing to mention, which is uh, due to a mix of me being busy and just a lot of stuff going on, I'm feeling kind of behind on things at the moment. So if you're waiting on any of the following, know that I haven't forgotten about them. I am going to put out a solution video to my Visionaire challenge. I think I said when I put out the challenge that I would put out the solution the next week. That ship has long sailed. It's coming at some point. I'm going to put out my take on All's Well That Ends Excel, the case that Harry Gross and I wrote together. I'm going to put out a walkthrough for long um, the long case from the last FMWC round, um, which is from more than a month ago now, but I still haven't gotten around to it. And I'm also planning on doing one on Thomas Marcello's first-person shooter case, which is a very fun one. But I'm also conscious that this weekend there's a whole bunch more stuff coming out. So it's the first round of FMWC UK on Saturday. It's the MECC regional events on Sunday, which I'm sure I'm going to want to tackle both of those. And then there is a new regional competition, not going to say who just yet, due to be launching on Monday, which will be coming with two more cases. So I have a very full docket. When will I get through these things? Who's to say? But they're all on the list. Anyway, for now, I'm going to flip over to my live solve of the easier levels, and then I'll come back to talk about the hard levels. Okay. Cider. Take 4 apples to make 1 glass of apple cider. How many full glasses can you make based on the number of apples given? Okay. Is this just round down, ln this over 4 to 0? No, that's 14. Go ahead. No instructions about that. No. Okay. Oh, hang on. Wait. I know what this is, probably. This is probably, that's stupid. Yeah, calculation mode. All right, fine. So let's go to formulas, calculation options, compatibility version 2. And then we should get round down ln of this over 4 to 0 decimal places. Yes. Okay. Between 12 and 15, 9 and 15, 1 and 15. Yeah, okay. Well, kind of vague, but I'll take it. Okay. Harry Houdini was a famous magician and escape artist. He was locked in a safe and you must figure out the 3-digit combination. That'll mean turn clockwise, that'll mean turn counterclockwise. Game starts at position 0. Okay. Okay. Then substitute. So I'm going to want left arrow is turn counterclockwise. So substitute that for minus and substitute that fraction or nothing. Then type 1, and then scan 0 sum, and then mod 10 452, good, and then concat. Sum of the 3 digits is 17. Yes. 21. Yes. And 21. 975. Yes. Okay. Okay. This Harry is a wizard at math. Help Harry determine the last 5 digits of these exponential equations. Okay. Okay, so let's text split this by a caret times 1. And then let's scan from 1 through sequence of 26 lambda a v mod a times v by 1 by last 5 digits, so by 10,000, I think. No, that's definitely not right. What? Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, a times this. Okay, that looks good. 5824. No. Oh, sorry. More digits. Okay. Now we just change the scan to a reduce, and we're away. Okay, what hints have we got? The correct answer is a mixed order of digits 3, 4, 5, 8, and 8. Yes. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Yes. And 5, 4, 8, 9. Yes. Okay, good. So far, I like it. 34 sentences in the story on level 4. Can you determine which sentence number belongs to which of the given sentences? Okay. Okay. Got it. So equals text split this by period space. That's it. And do these have, yeah, these have a full stop at the end, so let's just add back that. So then this should just be X match this against this. 10 and 15, 23 and 28, 16, yeah, okay. Ooh, that's not there. Ah, right, because we have a double full stop at the end. Fine. I don't care. So the answer is 34. As apology to my horrible behavior, I will at least highlight that I hacked that. Okay, level 5. Wait, did I check? Yes, I checked the hints. Okay. Help Harry Watson break down these clues and catch the thieves by using the like-dislike information in the clue and comparing it to the level 5 tab. Suspect liked the following: monkeys, and they disliked items bears, census codes, wobble. Okay, got it. So, oh boy, hated, admired. Oh yeah, you're killing me. Oh, there's a lot of plain text ambiguity going on here. Okay. Am I just gonna code this? I think I might. Liked monkeys. Admired codes. Bears, census codes, monkeys. Bears, census codes, monkeys. Bears, codes, monkeys, wobble. This is admired, yes. So bears, codes, monkeys, wobble. Enjoyed bears. Okay. Suspect like the following: bears, wobble. Feels very risky, but favor the following: nothing. Bears, codes, monkeys, wobble. Census code. Okay, that's everything. Good. Spurned and appreciated bears, codes, wobble. Okay. Enjoyed, wobble. Liked census codes, wobble. Census codes, wobble. Appreciated codes, wobble. Okay. Favored bears, monkeys. admired census and codes. Okay. Admired bears census codes. Bears census codes. Bears codes monkeys. Admired codes monkeys. Codes monkeys. Liked bears census monkeys. Okay. Suspect enjoyed census codes monkeys wobble. Liked everything except bears. Cool. Census codes monkeys. Appreciated bears census wobble. And finally, bears census codes wobble. Everything except monkeys, which is the fourth. Okay, so then P plus K. Fill those in with zeros. We're going to concat. And then over here, I'm going to say by row if this equals likes. Ooh, wait, my caps lock on. Likes. Then 1, otherwise 0, concat. And then we should be able to say xlookup this in here lock, returning from here lock. It does give Hannah. Harley Hunter Hope. Answer ends with T, W, or Y. Yes. N, or R. Yes. A, D, or E. Okay. Okay, level 6. Music Harry. There are many famous music Harrys. In order to avoid any copyright issues, I had AI write 20 different songs. These songs and their lyrics on the level 6 tab. Basically, given a lyric, what is the name of the song? Okay. So, let's just say equals if left this 6 equals song number, then this, otherwise that. And let's just see, does that indeed give us 20 songs? It does, and they all look vaguely Harry-ish, so yeah, I guess. So then, let's do an xlookup here on here, turning from, no, sorry, that went from 1. Humble Harry Seiders, yes. Big City Harry, Harry the Midnight Train, okay. Harry the Mystery Girl, yes. Harry's Last Dance, yes, okay. Okay. Used all the apples, how many full glass of apples? Okay, so, equals then concat of this over 4, so you can make 91, no, 90. Okay, the last 10 digits of 42 factorial, oh crap. Okay, where is this thing? Last 10 digits, right? Sequence 42, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and V. That seems right. You add up the sentence numbers that were not used in level 4, including the example, what the total be, okay? Level 4. So equals sum sequence 34 minus sum of this, 194, I think. On the level 6 tab, how many times does the word Harry and Harry's appear? So equals count awk of cat this Harry. Right, oh shit, sorry, that, not that, oh, I'm out of time, 106. My live solve of the easier levels 1 to 6 and the bonuses 1 to 4. Level 7 and bonus 5, which is linked to it, are the ones that were significantly harder, as reflected in the marks. This level alone was worth 420 points, where the next most was 120. All the other levels put together were 580. So this is almost half the sort of non-bonus marks. And actually, as a percentage of the time, it took me even more. I think all the other regular levels took me about 10 minutes. I did not get this one done in 17 minutes in the time, and then bailed and did the few minutes of quick of quick bonuses and then came back and spent more time banging my head against it. So first, quick introduction to the case. So we've got this map with land, sea, and land, sand, and water, and we've got various animals. Lana a monkey, Hannah a monkey, Howard a duck, and so on, who move around that map from a given starting location to an item that they're looking to find and to an ending location. So, for example, Lana starts in Q20, moves to the banana, and then finishes up on AM36. But there are restrictions on movements. So, Howard the duck can move in all 8 directions. Hannah can move up, down, left, right. Those are pretty standard. All the others are pretty weird. So here's Lana. Lana can move up, or down right, or down left. So whatever, Lana starts at Q20. So Lana can go up to there in one move, but if Lana wanted to get to this cell below, she'd have to make 3 moves, down, left, down, right, and then up. So the movements are a good bit more complicated, and they vary with each of the animals. And then just as an additional twist, only Howard the duck can move over water. So these blue areas and out here are out of bounds. So like if Lana starts here and needs to get to here, she's going to have to work her way around it. So that's the general idea. And the general idea of my approach was to say I'm going to have 2 maps. One that shows the distance from the given starting location to any location. So in other words, Q20 is 0. If you want to go 1 step up from there, that's 1, 2, 3. If you want to go diagonally down, that's another step, and so on. And so this will figure out, and I'll show you how in a minute, but this will figure out the distance to any location from Q20. And then there's a similar thing to figure out the distance from any location to AM36, in other words, to the finishing cell, which in this case is AM36. And then I have just a combined distance that says, okay, if you want to get from the start to this location and then to the end, that's 28 steps. If you want to get from the start to this location and then to the end, that's 48 steps. And the logic for that was so that I could then say, I could take a minifs of this map where this was the target. Now, the idea of that was set up so that if there were multiple bananas, you could figure out which one gave you the shortest path to go from start to banana to here versus start to this banana to here. As it turned out, there was only one of each item on the map. So could have simplified things a little bit because the logic for these 2 maps is a little bit different. So in one you're going from the start to somewhere, and the other you're going from somewhere to the start. So you have to effectively reverse the arrows. So in other words, you can take a step up to get to here, which means that the one below it here is a 1 and the one above it is a 3, whereas here it's the other way around. The one above it is a 1 because you can step up to the 1. So all the valid arrow movements get reversed. And this sort of more or less went to plan. So the logic here was first, just a circuit breaker, always a good thing to have when you're building circular references, which is what this is doing. So if it's told to switch off, then make it 1,000. One of the biggest challenges I had with this was I used empty quotes as my if not side of the branch a bunch of times, but I was constantly adding 1 to the things around me, and so if this cell were an empty quote, then here I'm saying, or here in some cell that can get to there, say here I'm saying, or here I'm saying add 1 to that, which is going to throw an error because empty quote plus 1 errors out. And then with anything circular, as soon as there's an error anywhere in the system, it propagates to everywhere, and the whole thing becomes an error, and it's very hard to fix that. So that was a big part of what kept going wrong for me in the live solve. I should have just used large numbers, but I didn't. Anyway, so the logic is if we're able to move on water or we're on land, so I have a color thing here that just says water is 1, non-water is 0. So there's a circuit breaker to switch it off. If we're able to move on water or we're on land, then calculate a move, otherwise again 1,000. And then if your address is equal to the starting address, and I just had a blob of addresses over here, and the fixed starting address here. So if your address is equal to the starting address, then 0. That's why this one comes out as 0. Otherwise, it's the min of the surrounding 8 cells. And for each of those, we say if you have this arrow that says you can move in that direction, then give me what's in that direction plus 1, otherwise 1,000. Just repeat that for each of the 8. There are more elegant ways to do this in some of the other videos I mentioned, like coming up with a sort of a penalty grid for movements. So you get, it costs 1 to move in this direction because you can. It costs 1,000 to move in that direction because you can't. Made the logic simpler and made the odds of doing a silly mistake in a formula like this much lower. But that's the way I did it, so it is what it is. And then so just sort of extracted the arrows here to say, okay, these are all the arrows, which ones are available, and then from that I just manually kind of linked each one to the corresponding reverse of that to get the reverse arrows. So for this map, I'm looking at the reverse arrows, so I'm able to move up. Therefore, for this one, I'm looking at the one below it plus 1. I'm not able to move down, so for this one, I'm not looking at the one above it. I'm only looking at the ones below it and above left and above right, and so on. So the things that blew me up were mostly the not having a big number but having double quotes in here, and also I'd messed up the logic of is this a swimmable cell, and other silly things like that. The other thing that I still get wrong, even at the sort of corrected version of the live solve, is to make this whole circular references thing work, you have to enable iterative calculations. By default, that goes to maximum iterations of 100, but for the bonus, where you're saying consider all 6 characters starting at this cell, ending at this cell, going to a banana in between, it doesn't calculate bonus 3 correctly unless you have a higher number of iterations than the default. So that's just one to be careful of. Anyway, that's the logic. The whole me doing it is very long, so you're welcome to skip that, but it's there if you want it. But that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, so here comes the 420 points. Wow, that is a very hard level. Okay, Harry Gross is a prolific case writer with a fascination for monkeys using the map. Determine the minimum number of moves it takes a character to get to the item shown and then to the ending location. Don't count the starting position. Each character can only move in certain directions, and only Howard can swim. All characters can walk on land and sand. Oh my god. Okay. I think that a recursive solution is going to be the way to go here. But let's just think. Yeah, no, it's gotta be. So I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna do this. Colors. And here. So then we just want to replace this with, let's just say 1 for water and 0 for the others. Okay. So then just 1 and just 2. Okay. So starting location needs to find an ending location. Oh, holy smokes. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. All right. Let's do ours. Oh, I haven't imported my lambdas. Wow, I made it to level 7 without importing my lambdas. That's kind of weird. 2-row ours equals r2rc ref. That I don't think I need that because I'm doing it a different way. But whatever. Is number search this in this minus Okay, I think I want one more. Do I? No, it's fine, I guess. Oof, this is right. So pick an active level. Example 7 equals x. Look up this in this, returning from this. So starting location is going to be Q20. Get some things out of the way, but never mind. Location is going to be this. Oh, I'm going to have to do it in reverse. Oh, shoot. This is horrible. Okay. So, yeah, so I guess this is forward. So I want to figure out their distance from the end. Okay, so how am I going to efficiently do this? That's the question. So forward equals x lookup. Oops. In here, returning from here. And then reverse. It's going to be swapping these, swapping right. Okay. So let's grab these two and bring them over. That's the colors. Okay, fine. So then we're going to say, first I want switch, set false for now. Oh, and I need to turn on. No, they're already on. Okay. So, I guess I want this also. Let's do addresses, but I don't want to do the addresses of where it actually is. I want to do the addresses of offset by 1. Okay, then we're going to say equals if this is equal to this, lock, then 0, otherwise, otherwise something to be determined. So, let's just, so this is from the start, which means we're going forward. So let's take this. Okay. Otherwise, min of if, sorry, I need to have the labels to be able to do this. Right. Otherwise, min of if this, then this plus 1, otherwise 1000. I just want this a bunch of times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of all of those. Okay. So then, if m n o p q r s. Okay, then a2 is going to the left. Now we want going to the right, which is here. And the third one we want going up, which is to here. Wait, hang on. Yes, so you take a step up and then go on. Yes, fine, that's right. Okay, then a step down. It's going to be here. And then we're going clockwise, up left, up right. No, not clockwise, reading order. Okay. So that one's done. So then next is this one. Is it? 2, 3, 4, yes. No, sorry, crikey. Ooh, so easy to get something wrong doing this. So then up right, then down left, and then down right. Oh, and I want the whole thing wrapped in an if this, then all that stuff. Otherwise, So then let's turn it on. No, you didn't like that. Crud. Oh, yeah, probably because of that. Alright, fine. So let's turn it off. Oh, why did that not turn everything off? Please turn everything off. Ah, because you didn't lock the reference. Ugh, stupid. Oh, and you didn't lock any of these references either. Ah. So, EL6. Yeah, that's a different thing. Okay, so these all need to be locked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then turn it on. All erroring out. Oh, crud. Why? Alright, so we're starting from Q20, so let's go find Q20. It should be just offset from there. Okay, so we're good. What? I don't get it. Why, where are the value errors coming from? Okay. Ugh. Okay, let's do some deleting. Circular references are tricky business. Okay, so this, you're able to go up. So why is that not increasing as we go along? Ah, because you're picking, okay, sorry. So I guess maybe part of what I need is 1,000 around the edges. Okay, well then that goes to 2. That doesn't really help. Which directions can we even move? Okay, we're getting something now. Right now we can move up on the 2 downward diagonals. Alright, so this is a weird way to move. But we're getting somewhere. Ah, I bet there's some places you can't reach. Shoot. No, we're good. Okay. Alright, so then I'm going to take all of this. Where exactly? BL. BL. There we go. And this should be the reverse direction. And then I need this in cell BL6. Okay. And then I need that, and that is giving me some very large numbers, but hopefully there's a 0 in here somewhere. We're getting close. So yeah, there it is, which is should be AM36 right? Yes. Okay. So then what I want is equals. I guess what I'm interested in is total distance, so I'm just going to make a third tab for that. So it's to get from the start to where you are, and then from there to the end. That is going to be equals dist1 plus dist2. I feel like Bo is going to have smashed this in 1 minute with his. Oh, I haven't factored in water yet. Yes. Okay. So how do I factor in water? Water. This equals Howard. So that and that. Okay, and then we want to say if this times wait, what do I want to say? If you're Howard and it's water, then proceed. If you're not, then 1,000. So if and this and this equals 1, then you're Howard and you do all this stuff. That's fine. Otherwise, 1,000. Oh no, what the hell? That's not good. Shoot. Oh, but maybe this is about where you can get to. It's so hard. So you can go up, down, left, down, right. Yeah, so up can only take you to, but these should be waters. So, if true, yes. That is true. Wait, what? If. Sorry, I didn't lock that. Goodness sake. Oh, that's all 1,000. That's very not good. Oh, where's my Q20 gone? Okay, seriously, what the heck? So Q20 should be this one. R21. Oh boy, I'm running out of time. Yeah, so that is not equal to 1. So what the heck is going on here? It's false. Oh, wait, what? Oh, crap. Okay, you have the logic the wrong way around. So yeah, what we need is or. Either you can walk on water or that's 0. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh my god, this is going so badly. Okay. So then my total distance is here. Fine. Then I want I want min ifs of my total distance where my object, my contents of the map, is this. Please, please, please work. 60. 80. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Okay, I think debugging this is still my best strategy. So, from Q20 to a banana. Where are the bananas? Oh, there's only one? Really? Okay, fine. So you gotta get to AL10. So from Q20, offset by 1, you can go, wait, if you can step up, what the hell? Oh, have I got the forward and reverse mixed up, maybe? Yes, you should be able to get there in 1. So I think that maybe means I have the forward and the reverse mixed up. So let's try doing reverse here. So where's my 0, Q20? There it is. Okay, so I can step up, yes. I can step down diagonally, yes. Okay, that's better. So then I need to take my forward arrows and put them over here. And then please, please, please. 80, yes, okay. Stressful, okay. Oh, that's taking its sweet time. All right, I've got less than 3 minutes. I'm not going to be getting a lot of bonuses here. Just hope that this is at least working. Probably some like edge case where this errors out because you can't go in enough directions. Okay, nope, here we go. Outtakes giving some answers. So 131, yes. No, shit. Okay, so Howard might not be working because he's... And 67, yes. So let's put in 102 and see if we can debug. Well, I don't want to lose all the Howard levels, that's for sure. Yeah, this is not working. Shit, why not? Because this is still saying false. What the hell? Water, false. Oh, crap, you pointed at the wrong one, you idiot. Oh, now you need to recalculate the data table. It's going to take forever again. Shoot. Alright, so probably not getting a lot of bonuses here, but at least I got the 420 point level. Come on. Okay, no, that's still 60. What? Oh, no, that's... No, it is still... What the hell? 102, yes. Now he's walking on water. Oh, crap, never mind. Put them in. Hope for the best. See if we can do any bonuses. Okay, we're almost at the end of the enormous video now. I'm just going to show you a couple of outtakes. One is the moment I realized what went wrong. And the other, just so that it doesn't end on a sad sack note, because that's definitely me going, oh, everything is terrible. I'm going to show you the outtake of me reading the Legend of Giles Mail at the start. I usually watch the video to try to get, a leg up on Lambda prep or something like that. This one I just watched the video and laughed for 5 minutes and then started the case. But so what is wrong with Howard? That is really bugging me. Wait, didn't I see 55 there a minute ago? Yes, there's 55, so what the heck? Ugh. Oh no, did I point it at the... Shit. I pointed it at the wrong freaking item, which means that every one of these will be wrong. Oh, that's so disappointing. Every single one wrong. Every single one that is not looking for a banana. Shit. Well, I will not be doing well this round, sadly. This is why I should probably set up a robot command to do this setup for me and like gray this out or something to make it more obvious what I'm pointing at. Oh, it's deeply disappointing. Deeply, deeply disappointing. Humble Harry, the Legend of Giles Mail. Most people knew it was Humble Harry, but his real name was Giles Mail. Born in England, Giles has accomplished more in one lifetime than most could in 10. He was a man of mystery. Mystery, talent, and fur coats. Lots of fur coats. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Make numbers down for this. This is hilarious. Giles wasn't just an Excel genius, he had a flair for music. The Excel World Champions needed an anthem, he was the one who wrote it. This is hilarious. I mean, I'm sure there's more pertinent information later in the video, but I can't resist reading every bit of this. His connection to Bear Island. Oh yes. Where are we going with this? Beloved novel later attempted into an Excel case. Spending countless days in the wilderness. It's tamed grizzly by sharing. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so this is how everybody feels about bears, census, codes, monkeys, and wobble. This is amazing. And of course, Harry is all likes.